The purpose of this video is to practice converting between scientific notation and standard notation. So scientific notation is a method for writing very large or very small numbers in a simpler way. For example, very large number, right? Well, we convert this from standard notation to scientific. So you have 4.5 times 10 to the sixth, and that represents the number of places that you had to move the decimal to get 4.5. The format always has to be digit, decimal, and then a certain number of digits after the decimal. Sometimes it's one digit, sometimes it's 2, 3, 4. And if it's a number that's greater than 1, the exponent is positive. But if the number is less than 1, the exponent is negative. Right here in red, we call this the coefficient. Sometimes it's also called the mantissa. We notice how both of these, it's times 10, so that's called the base. Times 10 is the base. Well, the base is 10. And then the exponent is in green. It can be a positive or a negative exponent. So if you have an example like this that says write 4.932 times 10 to the negative 1 as a decimal, the first thing you need to do is get your calculator and type 4.932, then press second double E. Type the exponent. You don't have to raise the exponent, you just type the number, negative 1. Press mode, and then select normal, and when you do that, it'll convert it for you. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So step 1, type 4.932. Then second, so we have the second button, and then look right here. See that comma? That comma is right above the 7. But look in blue, it's double E. That's to convert to scientific notation. And our exponent was negative 1, so negative 1. That's what we're going to do. And it'll look like this, negative 1. Then you come over here to mode, see mode, right next to the second button. And since we're converting from scientific to standard, we're going to select normal. And to get out of this, you go second mode. Second and then mode will get you out. Now we've changed our mode to standard notation, and we hit enter, and there it is, 0.4932. If you notice, really, the decimal only moved one spot because of our exponent, negative 1. So again, I can write 4.932 times 10 to the negative 1 as a decimal, and that's what you end up with. So let's do another one. Negative 1.201 times 10 to the third as a decimal. Remember, this is a negative number, so negative, you have to start with a negative. 1.201 second double E. Our exponent is to the third power, so 3. And since we're already in our mode is normal, you don't have to change anything, just hit enter. And that's your answer. Negative 1,201. Negative 1,201. Now, when you're converting from standard to scientific, it's very similar. First step is type the number, then you press mode, and then select scientific, hit enter, and then press second mode to get out, and then hit enter again. So just like we did. Okay, so 7124 mode. I'm going to switch it over to scientific, hit enter, and then to get out, remember it's second mode. I'll hit enter again, and now we have scientific notation. It's 7.124 times 10 to the third. That e means times 10 to the power of, and then whatever number comes after is the exponent. So 7.12, 4 times 10 to the third. Let's do one more. Negative 63.47 in scientific notation. Negative 63.47. We're going to, oops, didn't mean to do that. Press mode. Double check, yes, we're in scientific. So let's get out of that. And now you just have to hit enter. And there it is, scientific notation. Negative 6.347 times 10 to the power of 1. Negative 6.347 times 10 to the power of 1. That's it. That's all there is to converting between scientific and standard notation.